If you've come to this video, it's because your love life is a bit rocky, it's a bit wacky, there's something going on there. It's not what you want it to be. Am I right? Okay. Broken love lives look like two things. Either you have no love because you've never had a relationship, you've never gone for anything, or you're just in a dry spell. And you can be in this state in two different ways. Either you're wholesome about it and you're just focusing on yourself, or you're focusing on other things in life, or you can be a degenerate about it and watch porn every day and just be self-destructive. Okay, those are two types of people. Which one are you? The other type of broken love life is toxic love, and this can either be long-term toxic love or short-term toxic love. Long-term is like it's abusive. You have an anxious attachment style, and you meet people with a avoidant but attachment style, but they're trying, so they won't really leave. Or maybe you're anxious and you're meeting avoidant people, but they just keep leaving and you keep coming back to them, and then you have to look at yourself with that. There's also the short-term toxic love life, which is like you might not see this as short term, but it's when you have a partner and you're on and off with them. So you will literally love them one time, you hate them, you break up. You love them again, you hate them, break up. I call that short term because of the way your brain reacts to that. It's not really like it doesn't feel like a long term thing. It's just a lot of drama and dopaminergic systems there, keeping you entertained practically. It's very not good. Or you're just getting a new relationship. Okay, so that's like the anxious attachment style meeting the avoidant attachment style over and over. I will talk about this in more detail later, but that's the difference. If your love life is broken, it's either no love or toxic love, and that's just it. I'm making this video because a guy asked me, bro, give me a solution for my toxic love, for my broken love life. And I was like, huh, okay, sure. It was apparently a joke, but I wrote up a whole thing about it anyway. Might as well tell everyone, tell the world. Because it's actually, I would take this advice. I need this advice. I've been in a relationship. Right now, I'm on one of these wholesome dry spells. I don't really want to go into another one. So I guess it's broken. But here we go. That's the first thing you have to notice. What type of broken love life are you in? Are you happy with that? Probably not. That's why you're watching this video. Okay. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be doing here, the first step in fixing a broken love life is something you probably will not enjoy because it's uncomfortable. It's just take responsibility. If you cannot take responsibility for who you are, for your circumstances, for what happens to you, nothing will help because you'll maybe try one or two things and then you'll be like, okay, it's not my fault. Let me just give up because it's not my fault. I don't have to take responsibility for this. It may not be your fault, but it sure as hell is your responsibility. Everything is your responsibility. Fault, man, you're never truly at fault for anything. And that might be controversial, but like you were raised a certain way, there's outside factors. Fault is split into millions of directions. You are responsible for your circumstance. You can change it. Okay? And when you don't take responsibility for what you have right now, nothing will change. Nothing will change. Here's the crazy thing. Once you accept your reality, you accept where you are, it's painful. You accept that you are in this terrible relationship or you have no love and you're degenerate. The pain will fade and all you'll gain is clarity. All you'll gain is the ability to move forward better. And we're also going to do this practice here where we always think in a certain way. There's this subject, this emerging subject called neuroeconomics, right? Whatever you have right now, you value a lot more than the potential in the future. And you cannot feel the pleasure from a future achievement. You can only feel the fear from a loss in the future, which is crazy. Like, wow, I cannot feel how it feels to have an orgasm in my brain, but I can feel the fear of being broken up with. That it will. Your brain wants you to stay in a certain place. But the interesting thing is when you have a certain thought and then you have another thought, the first thought is going to be the thought that your brain holds on to, says it's important, and most likely sticks with. Okay, it's another crazy thing. But let's say, okay, I wanted to look at big booty bitches, all right? And then I think, oh, but I have to work. So I'm like, oh, and then I say it out loud. Listen to this. I want to look at big booty bitches, but I have to work. Okay? Now, what if I switch it around? I'm gonna say, I have to work, but I want to look at big booty bitches. Which one sounds stupider? Which one sounds like, okay, I'm gonna work, bro? It's the second one, because I said it first. Because I said I will have to work first. If you can change that, like I genuinely wanted to Google big booty bitches on my laptop here. And then I caught myself because I said, but I have to work in my brain. And then I said out loud, I have to work, but I want to look at big booty bitches. And I was like, what stupid stuff am I even doing right now? Just because of the way I worded it. So if you can have a thought and you can notice, oh, I'm thinking this first and then this, but I have to do the second thing. You put the second thing first, you say it out loud, and you got your gosh damn action taken. Okay, you can actually, it's a lot more controllable. Master yourself. Okay, so that means we have two things to do, two practices. Number one is telling yourself you're responsible for your circumstance. Like all the gosh damn time. When I first learned about this and I realized how it was affecting me, to take responsibility, I told myself every day, whenever a circumstance arose, like a bad one, even a good one, I'd say, I'm responsible for this. When I went to bed, I'd say, I'm responsible for my circumstances, no one else is. When I was studying hard and feeling drained, I said, I'm responsible for my circumstance. I put myself in the situation. And I was able to solve my problems in my life a lot more easily. That's what we're going to do. Secondly, switch the way you think about the world, okay? Switch the way you think about your current circumstance, about what you're doing, and then what you want to do. You're going to switch those two around. And you literally say it out loud. Your thoughts will have to change when you speak it. Like when you speak, your thoughts, it's just a reflection of your thoughts. So it's going to like chop it up and you're going to think the words like that. Feel how stupid it sounds and actually do what you have to do. Okay, that's the first step. Quite long, I understand. This is going to be quite a long video. Step number 2 is about your direction. Now, this is going to be a lot. Here's the thing. We've spoken about taking responsibility and changing the way you think about things in your life, okay? Neuroeconomics. But when you do that, you come to realize, damn, I don't mind living like a troglodyte. I don't mind being a gargoyle. I don't mind being the sort of person I already am. I don't mind doing this stuff. I take responsibility for it. It's my thing. Why should I change? And that's why you need direction, because you're not going to get this girlfriend once you realize you don't actually really want it in the first place. The thing is, staying on this path of getting a girl, it's going to be tough. I'll get into the actions soon. And you need something to remind you why you are doing it. You need to know what you're fighting for. A relationship is never really the goal. I know from experience they can really pull you down quite a bit. They can take a lot from you. But a good relationship, barely toxic relationship, not toxic at all, a relationship that's proper, is one that inspires you and makes every endeavor easier, makes every endeavor more enjoyable. That's what a good relationship is. Someone in your corner pushing you to be better, a driving force for your life. Would you not want that, right? So we need a picturesque view of what being with this person we want to be with looks like, okay? And we're going to be engaging all our senses. If you want, you can close your eyes for this part. It's literally, close your eyes or I don't know if you can imagine without closing your eyes, it's fine. But think of it. What does a girl look like, or whoever? What does this person in your mind look like? This perfect, ideal person, right? The curves, the muscles, the face, okay, the hair, okay. Does she look clean? Is she healthy? Sure. How does she sound when she speaks, when she laughs, when when things are going on? What cute little mannerisms does she do? That she make? How does she smell? How does she feel? Is she smooth? Is the texture on her clothing? What is that like? You can go deep in with this, right? But most importantly, how does she act? Let's say, and in different circumstances now. Let's say she's angry. What does she do? She's angry with you. What is she going to do? Is she going to walk away, write a little note, give it to you, and then walk back again to her room? Is she going to make cute sounds all the time? I don't know. What does she do? Is she going to yell and make a tantrum? Probably not. Probably not. What if she's happy? How does she express that with you? What if she's sad? How does she work with that? And how does she do that with you? Okay? We have to look at all these things. How does she act when she's just a normal person? What's her day-to-day activities like? Does she feed the homeless at a homeless shelter? Right? Or does she work as a doctor? Is she like a business entrepreneur person? What type of person is this? And you can just keep playing these scenarios in your mind. You can journal about this. You can do anything. In fact, you can open your mind. I mean, you can open your eyes now. Sure. If you were closing them to begin with. Isn't she wonderful, man? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't that the type of person you want? She inspires you. She makes you feel better. She's cute. She does the best things. All right. Now you have to look deep at yourself, right? I'm not going to tell you to close your eyes again, but just stare blankly at anything and think, who do I have to be to get that? Us as men, or even people, we often do a lot of our things to get with girls, with people like this that are so good. That's our ideal. Okay, who do you have to be to get your ideal, to be with your ideal? If she acts like that, how are you going to act around her? If she is like that, who do you have to be to attract her? What is she like? What would she like? If she's a very clean, hygienic person, what do you have to be? Clean and hygienic. Okay? So, who do you have to be? What are you now? In fact, tell me. Because you need to know the type of person you are right now. And think, you have failed to be your ideal to meet her. The reason I'm telling you this is because the most important part of getting a girl is self-improvement. It's being better. Girls like the best people. That's just it. And so, who do you have to be to actually get her? Social, antisocial, on your grind all the time. I'm not talking about self-improvement as in the guru space. I'm not talking about self-improvement as in the you go king, get in the gym, all that crap. Although it's probably part of how you're gonna get this girl. That's not really what it's about right now. What I'm talking about is just improving yourself. You don't need to watch any videos. You don't need to do any of this online crap. You just have to think, what can I improve? And each little thing you improve makes you more likely to get the girl you want. Okay. Sure. You got it. You cannot be an inconsistent person. You cannot be an inconsistent person. You have to have this direction. What type of person am I going to be? It doesn't change. It does not change. And you can think, okay, when I was going, if I'm on my deathbed in 80 years, what am I going to be like? What do I want to happen? This is going to be big changes, and it's a drastic change for your life. How are you going to comprehend this? How are you going to keep going? You need to know who you are. Okay. We've said the most important thing is self-improvement. It's actually going towards something, going towards a better type of person. And I also want you to think of this as like, there is no goal. I know you want to get a girlfriend, but that's not it. There's no achievement here. It's purely exploration. There's no end. When you see an end in life, it's just an individualistic experience. This experience is so much bigger, and it really has to be if you want to keep doing it. It's an exploration. Your life will not be the same ever again if you carry on doing these things. It certainly changed for me when I tried these stuff, and then it'll change for you. Just keep going. But what things do we have to do? What are the actions we need to take? I've now told you this is all inner work, which is half the game. Actions are the easy part, actually. You think they're going to be hard, okay? You think taking the actions towards getting something is the most important, and it is hellishly important, because if you don't have it, you're not making any progress at all. Yet, once you take actions, you realize, oh, damn, the inner work needs to be done. I need to be a specific type of person to get what I actually want. Because, bro, you can get any girlfriend, but you don't want it to be toxic, do you? You don't want it to be, like, abusive. Oh, damn. You don't want it to be abusive. You want it to be wholesome, good, inspiring relationship. So action, this is what it's all about. Is literally social skills. First off, self-improvement, being a better person. Think, okay, what can I do to be better today? Couple push-ups a day, got it. What can I do to be better today? Okay, I can wash my face. Sure. But an often neglected one in self-improvement is social. The social side of improving yourself. That is the most important side when it comes to people. When it comes to people, which in essence means it's the most important thing when it comes to girls as well, when it comes to relationships as well. Being an effective communicator, being humorous, being fun, being connecting, being helpful in a certain way, being able to convey your ideas and still not harming people too much, right? That's what's important. More important as well is being transparent and consistent while you do this. You cannot change who you are or your opinions for other people. Socializing here is a long-term game. It's a reputation game. And that's not sexy at all. But bro, reputation is the most important thing you have. Because with a good reputation, you build confidence, not pride, not shame, not any of that. You build actual confidence with a good reputation because you know yourself. And that allows you to stay transparent with people and consistent and not change your opinions, not change what you believe in yourself, just because a pretty girl said so. Okay? It's a very big part of socializing which you need to get into. Being socially versed helps you tremendously in all parts of life, right? And especially with girls. Even in the social improvement aspect, we often just don't want to improve with girls, okay? Some people just only do girls. Bro, before you can even get to girls, you need to get to guys first. You need to speak to new people first, okay? That's what it's all about. When you speak to new people, you realize, damn, my status, this is who I am. You start to express yourself with others. I've said this before, okay? After you start expressing yourself with other people, you realize, okay, this is who I am. Now what? Now what? Well, bro, You've seen your direction. You have your direction. You know who you want to be. You just didn't know who you were right now. Speaking to others figures it out for you. And once you know that, you can finally have proper direction where you can actually see, oh, I'm moving here. Before you just, it's very ambiguous. And when it comes to actually, I don't know, dating and attracting girls, you'll be so surprised how far you can go by communicating interest, flirting, and staying at ease and confident in who you are. Those things are all you need. Okay, being a genuine, consistent, fun person who flirts and shows interest in this girl, in this person. That's all you need. You'll be so surprised at the progress you make by doing just that. That's how I got my first girlfriend with zero experience. And guess what? I have this crazy story as well. There was a guy in my school, right? He's a lumbering oaf. He's not clever. He's a no. He wasn't very popular either. He was known, shot, and that's just because he was confident in who he was. He expressed interest in girls, and he flirted with them. One day, he shocked me by like the amount of girls he had on his phone, the amount of people he was talking to, the amount of like whenever there was a social event, he'd have a girl with him, right? And this is a lumbering oaf. That's why it was shocking. He wasn't like a clever dude with sophisticated speech, anything. He literally just expressed his interest and he flirted and he had fun in his own way. And then he stayed as who he was because the girls don't affect him. Like, that's it. That's all you need. One day he showed me his phone. He said, bruh, this girl is breaking up with me, bruh. And I was like, damn, dude, I'm so sorry. He was like, why are you sorry? I'm like, because she's breaking up with you. And he's like, nah, dude, bruh, look at this. He showed me a girl like saying that she loved him. He showed me a girl breaking up with him, saying, oh, it's not gonna work out, I'm sorry. He showed me the amount of attention he garnered just from expressing interest, flirting, not being scared, being courageous, being himself. And it blew my mind. We are all focusing on the wrong things. It's a very social game. That's it. You just need to be interesting, express your interest, flirt, have fun in your own way, be consistent, and be genuine. Be yourself. That's it. That's it. Nothing else is required. And remember here, you're not achieving anything. That guy, his girls were like stats. Okay, they were just metrics to him, kind of. But it's more of an exploration. You're exploring the means of finding a girl. You're exploring things. Okay, you're exploring what it means to get a girl, to flirt. Which, by the way, flirting is literally just playing with the idea of liking someone. Okay, you laugh about liking about you kind of allude to liking them. You allude to sexual interest. That's literally it. And then the only reason you don't do it is because you can't. That's literally what flirting is. And then you make a plan to do it later on, and she's interested because you flirted the right way and you had fun while doing it. Okay, anyway. Our action for you is to speak to 3 people a day. Interesting people you find interesting. If you can, I mean, because oftentimes we don't want to get out of the house. If you can just get out of the house, please get out of the house. If you have to go to school, even better. Like college, university, school, perfect place for this. So easy, bro. You just speak to people who seem that seem interesting. If you're rejected, who the hell cares? If not, you're okay. And you keep your identity. You keep your dignity, because rumors won't affect you. You just stay as who you are. Your image stays kind of all right, because like, let's say someone's told a rumor about you because you spoke to them, right? You just deny the rumor and continue doing yourself, but better. That is literally all you have to do, and over time everything fades. And when people meet you and they remember that rumor, they'll be like, that this is not him. Okay. Honestly, it can't go that bad. Even let's say you just approach someone, they reject you. You didn't do anything. You were respectful. You were yourself. It's fine. And if they're interesting and you met them, you got more friends, you have more girls that like you, that were attracted to you. There's literally, I've done that now for quite a while, quite a bit, and I have seen the effects of being liked by people. I just met this girl. I was like, hey, you're very interesting. What's your name? Oh, and then she said what her name was, right? And then I'm like, okay, nice to know. Then I sat back down again. I was like, bye, I just wanted to ask your name anyway, because I've seen you around. I sat down and she followed me. She followed me, sat down next to me, asked why. And we just had a nice chat, and she's actually very cool. I like this person. Okay. Um, that only happened because I said, hi, what's your name? You seem like an interesting person. Done. And I wasn't asking for anything else. I just wanted to meet them. You don't need the number. If things are going well, you ask for the number, right? Things are going well. You genuinely feel like there's a connection, then you ask. That's what approaching people is all about. Feeling that connection. It's practically a date. Like it's practically the first date as you meet them. Whatever the outcome of your experiences in approaching, just know you're there to grow, okay? You're there to experience, and you're supposed to enjoy it. It's going to be a long road, like you said in the direction. It's a tough one. And if you're not there to explore and grow and enjoy, if you're not enjoying this, you're not going to continue doing it. This is the holistic way to relationships. No shortcuts here. It's gonna, in all honesty, no one else is doing it, so it'll take you a couple weeks. That's it. It'll take you a month, but this is the holistic way. You want to get your ideal, you keep doing this for a whole year, you're gonna get a pretty good option, and then you choose that option and you cut corners with everyone else. Remember, to avoid decision paralysis with what you have. Oh, I have all these girls. Why would I choose one? You have to say, okay, I want to choose one, but I have so many girls. And then the thing you say first matters more to you, and you'll actually choose something. But that's in the future. That's in like a month's time or a year's time, depending on how long you want to play the game for what big result. The longer you play, the bigger the result. And it's very wholesome, very holistic. It's just having fun and exploring. Follow your curiosities and you'll enjoy it. Just follow your curiosities. There's literally research to show that when you follow something curious, you grow from it, you enjoy it, the thing you were doing more, and it's a little novelty as well. It's a little novelty. We love novelty as humans. Lastly, this is going to be a lifestyle. Let's say, maybe you just want to do it for a year, just 1 year, but the more you do this, the less you'll relate to other people. Might get pretty lonely because people are damn disappointments, including the girls you talk to. Yet, at the same time, eventually you'll become so irresistible, so cool, so good because you're following what you enjoy. You're being your own humor. People get attracted to that. It's irresistible, in fact. Especially if you spend time around the same places, you will start to attract a following. You will start to attract many, many people. So just keep doing it. Okay? And I don't know, man. Your life is going to change. So, there we have it. Fixed your broken love life, buddy. This is a nice, very long video, half an hour. If you follow all those steps, you take the action, you keep going, your love life will be absolutely meaning it'll be great. You'll also have a lot of friends that you enjoy being around. You will be inspired by whoever you're with because you've chosen them. You have no obligation to others. Others are not as important as you think they are. Like, don't idolize them. But like, by the end of this, you'll just have a really cool life. The really cool girl. Love life solved. I know this is a long video. I hope it solved your problem somehow. If you like this kind of content, this info product, you could say, this is an info product for me. I'm gonna make more, so you might as well just subscribe there, buddy boy. Come on, my boy. Let's go, let's go. Yeah. It was actually quite fun to make, a bit tiring, but I enjoyed it. Keep on pushing. You'll get there soon and eventually. And remember, you are responsible for everything that happens to you. Might not be your fault, but you sure are responsible.